You know, in a person's life, they may experience moments, phenomenons, miracles, if you will, that help define who they are. I'm no different. I remember when I was 8 years old, it was back in the projects. I was looking out the back door and I saw the neighbor's cat eating out a can of corned beef hash. That cat looked hungry, real hungry. It was then that I saw a dog about 4 times the size of that cat approach him. The cat bit the dog in the leg and then chased him up a nearby tree. Never seen anything like it. So that whole saying about the dog chasing the cat, what about the cat chasing the dog? You feel me? At age 13, I had my first kiss. Girl was named Felicia. You know, that first kiss is supposed to be special. It's supposed to be. Unfortunately, Felicia's breath smelled like armpits. Tasted like it too. And now, from now on, every time I leave the house, I got a pack of Mentos in my pocket. I won't have that problem again. Never again. I remember I was 22 years old and I was in the military, basic training. And I remember getting into an argument with this white dude. I don't remember what was over. It was something petty, you know. Back in them days, they don't take much to send me off. I am from Richmond, Virginia, you know. But I remember at some point in the argument, he called me the N-word. So, you know, I know it took about 7 soldiers and a drill sergeant to pull me off. It was a horrific scene. I never spazzed out like that before. The next day, we did a 3-mile march, and I had 1 boot on. My other boot was stuck in his ass. So I literally kicked his ass. I got discharged for that. And last night, I watched a curse be lifted. HBO aired their new show, Last of Us, based on the popular video game on the PS3, PS4, and PS5, where real gamers play. And this is the first adaptation of a video game that has been done faithfully. Up until this point, we saw movies like Double Dragon, Street Fighter, goddamn Uncharted, Halo. Well, Halo the game is trash, so Halo the show was also trash. So that was faithful, both trash. But Last of Us has broken the curse. It captured the essence of the great game and they brought it to a show to become a great show. It is a truly miracle to behold. So, yeah, this stuff shapes us. I'm a better man today because of these miracles.
Who are you? 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 Who are you?
Could it be? The video game curse has finally been lifted. Yeah! Yeah, drum roll with this jaw, man. What's up, people? What's up, man? This is Kilowatts 804 coming at you with this is a special video, man. This is a video out this world. You hear me? You hear me? But look, man, look, this is one of them rare videos, man. This will be the rarest video I can make because it's like I got 2 channels. I got one for movies and shows, and I got one for gaming. This video is going on both channels, dog, because it targets both audiences perfectly. Well, what I'm talking about today, what we're going to review is episode 1 of HBO's new series. The one I've been waiting for. I've been talking about in these damn videos for a minute. I told y'all, look out for this junk, man. Last of Us. That's what it is. Last of Us. And then this is going to be odd because it's hard to talk about this junk for people that are moviegoers, shows, and all this stuff, and they're not really into gaming. They don't know nothing about this world, man. So it's actually, and then you got the gamings that I don't think no gamer that played Last of Us has missed this damn show. They ain't missed it at all. I don't think they did. But it originally started as a game. For your people that don't know, Last of Us was a very, very popular goddamn game that came out originally on the PS3, remastered for the PS4, continued on the PS5. It has a part 2 as well. But the game was able to, how can I explain what it was able to do? It's grounded in a post-apocalyptic world where a mysterious fungus has took over some of people's minds, and just the after effect of such a horrific thing is played out throughout the game. You know what I'm saying? It's just man, I had to look at it at work. I didn't get to see it on my TV, dog, because I work on the weekends to come out on Sundays, air on Sundays. So I'll be watching every episode at work on my goddamn tablet, which is cool because it was able to pull me in. I can't believe this, man. It covers several things, but I think the main one is you have a character by the name of Joel. I said 20 years ago when this fungus thing first broke out or whatever, he went through a loss, and it closed his heart out to the world. You know what I'm saying? Just been cold-hearted, surviving, doing what he had to do. In this story, he does rediscover, you know what I'm saying, that love again. I get into details in the spoiler. I don't want to ruin this for y'all. That's 20 years later. There's a lot of incidents in this game take place 20 years later after that loss. He had that loss. You're also exploring a young girl in this post-apocalyptic world who fears, in this post-apocalyptic world, you got, I don't call them zombies, but these people are infected, and their mind is just, they're not really conscious, but their mind is taken over by the fungi, and their main desire is to spread. So they will bite you, kill you, they'll do anything. They'll probably eat you in some cases just to spread the virus. That's what they do. And the girl, and they all deformed and all this other stuff, but even in the midst of this crazy world, that the girl doesn't know, she feels that, but she feels just being alone even more because everybody she has loved at some point has left her. That's all she's known. So it's hard for her. So you kind of going through a story beat of two people that just learning to feel again, or learning to really you just seeing the bonding in this crazy goddamn world, this crazy horrific world. You're getting the story of two people who learn to love again, or whatever. Something similar to that. It's just it's so crazy, man. And you also, in this world, you also discover that sometimes the biggest monsters, the worst monsters, are not the goddamn infected or deformed ones. It's the humans, man. You know what I'm saying? When your humanity is gone, man, what you're willing to do to survive and all this other stuff, man, it points it out. But we've seen this in several post-apocalyptic movies and stuff like that as well. Some of them done real well, some of them, but this Last of Us story, the game, that would pull me in first, because I'm a story guy when I play my games, just in case y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? A story can make up for a lot, but then again, a story can't carry a game. You know what I'm saying? You need the gameplay, you need great visuals, you need all that. You need, it's a lot more to a game. You know what I'm saying? But the producers, Neil, one of the directors, writers for the story, Neil Druckmann, this is baby right here. He got in on this HBO jump, man, and I think that made a huge difference, man, because he set the tone for that whole story, so it had to be him. I think with some of these movies we've been seeing, like let's get to it. Some of these movies, these video game adaptations of them bombed, like Super Mario Brothers. Oh god, that was terrible. Street Fighter. Assassin's Creed, that was alright. Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, all these video games that try to do it on the film, on the big screen or on the small screen, it just did not do it well. I mean, they probably was okay movies, but real talk, it didn't bring whatever appeal that the game had to the screen. You know what I'm saying? But with this Last of Us, I was worried. I wasn't worried. I was like, I'm gonna watch it. I knew it because I'm a diehard fan, and it's hard to be objective about this show right now because us gamers, we know the beats it's going, well, it needs to hit. Let's put it that way. We don't know all the beats it's going to hit. I got a theory about this show. I got a theory. I'll share it to you later. But what this show did, this is just the first episode. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love the setup. I was worried about I was worried about it for a little bit. I was like, man, because I love the game so much, man. I don't know if this show gonna really, not to say that they not these people, the actors, the director, the producer, the whole crew wasn't gonna try to do their best to bring it there. It just, would it really resonate with me like it did the game? And what I would say is, hell yeah, that joke was right, man. From the intro, I was looking at it, and what we seeing, I think it's like 1968, and you seeing a TV show and there's some scientists on the stage. When we first see these scientists talk on the stage, right, they're talking about potential threats to humanity. And one of the scientists talking, oh my goodness, I said, this was another shout out, man. Last of Us is my favorite video game, right? This was a surprise. This was a goddamn icing on the cake. My favorite TV show is Spartacus, Blood and Sand, and one of the main characters, the one villains in that joint, he was actually playing the goddamn scientist. His name is I always forget his name, John Hannah. Yeah. When I saw him on there, I said, oh, that's my dude. Y'all shout out to Spartacus, man. I said, oh, y'all already there with me, dog. I was just seeing him on there. He made that joke legit, straight off the bat. I said, he don't play no bull crap. He's a great actor, man. But he in there, he describing this fungus. Now here's the thing, people, but that don't know. This fungus, it does exist, but it affects insects. And what it does is it gets in your system and it takes over your mind. Whatever personality you have is pretty much gone. And its main objective, like I said before, is to spread. And it would do anything. It deforms its host and all this other stuff. It is crazy. But it's a terrible way to be if you get infected or by organism. But he was talking how it can possibly, you know what I'm saying, affect humans. And they was like, well, fungus can't exist in a body with a temperature of, with them high temperatures. But they were like, but maybe because of global warming, you know what I'm saying, that can change. You know what I'm saying? And I was into that jump, man, because it was legit with this. I was looking at that jump. I said, damn, that should sound possible. But man, I was watching that jump, man, and just it got creepy, man. It got scary because we know it actually happens in the story. We're like, oh my God, this is 1968. It's way back in the day. And he was talking about it. And then we fast forward to, I believe, 2003. Now, and then, man, now I ain't gonna get it. Let me stop before we get a spoiler. Let's just get the rating. Let's get the ratings out the way right quick. Right now, if I had to rate episode 1, I'm gonna say 9.8. I'm gonna give it a 9.8. No, I'm gonna explain why. Okay, I could have gave it a perfect 10, but I'm trying to be objective. I'm trying to recognize something. One thing, I don't know. There's one thing in here I gotta say that I don't know. I got a big question mark. I don't know. Let's talk about it and we'll see what's what. Maybe I'm tripping. But right now it's a 9.8 for that first episode. That is damn near 10. So let's not speak that. Anyway, let's get into spoiler territory. I want to get spoiled. Let's get spoilery. Let's do this. Check it out. So, I hope you watch the show. Don't watch no more if you ain't watched the show. If you don't know the game, don't do it. But let's proceed. Now, in 2003, the show picks up. And we find Joel, and it's easy to follow the beats because we know the game so much. You know how many times I played that goddamn game? But Joel, we see Joel, his daughter Sarah, and his brother Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Now the characters, the actors are playing. The guy playing Joel is Pedro Pascal is playing Joel. Playing Sarah, who I was really impressed with. Let me get her name, man. I'm gonna do her some justice here. Nico Parker. She plays Sarah. Loved her. I heard some flack, when they see a person of color playing a role, sometimes that's probably white at first or something like that. These people come out the woodwork on the internet with the stupid stuff, but it is what it is. She sold that role. She sold me on it. I was so interested in Sarah because us being gamers, it's just hard to watch this. It ain't hard to watch it, but it's hard to take yourself out of it and take what you don't know and put it to the side because we know. But I love the way they flushed everything out. So we spend more time with Sarah. You know what I'm saying? We see her cooking in the kitchen. We see the banter between her and her father Joel. her relationship with Tommy. That's my man who played him. I gotta get these names, man. Gabriel Luna, who I thought he sounded like Tommy from the game, for real, for real. But get this joke there. I gotta start writing this stuff down on paper. Looking at my damn phone. But but yeah, man. But we seeing the interaction with him, and we're getting the bandage, so we're already being pulled in. Cause it look like normal people, man. He's into construction. Tom's in construction, and they just look like, I don't know what happened to Sarah's mother. I would love to have known what happened to her. But Sarah is Joel's heart. You can tell it in this instance, man. And we actually get to meet the neighbors. That's something we didn't do in the video game at all. We heard of the neighbors. We saw them when they got infested or whatever. But we didn't really get to know the neighbors. So they got some elderly people that live right beside them. We see and in the world, it just look normal. Normal 2003. It does look like it's a normal suburban neighborhood, man. But we know what's about to come, because we hear little stuff on the news about this is happening, and then, it's little stuff that's happening in the background that's hinting to what's about to happen. It's crazy. I was so into this, dog. I'm in the break room just pulled in, just smiling. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker is good. And right before I proceed, let's talk about the intro. Well, I don't think they did an intro just yet. When did they do that damn intro? The intro joint. Because the whole score is straight from the game. The music score is straight from the game. That was part of what made Last of Us unique in its own thing. That score is unique. It cannot be duplicated. It is creepy at times, but it immerses you in the environment so well. Now, there's some things that happened in the game that happened in this show for this first episode. So a lot of things that didn't. Like I said, we didn't get to see Sarah go to school. She went to school, man. We sit in the class, man, and we see this boy, this classmate in there. His hand is twitching. Like, when you're affected, you start to show signs, but his hand is twitching. And nobody's paying attention to it. It's just normal. It's like a normal day. And it just feels so eerie because we know what's about to hit him, man. When it hit him. But, and the elderly neighbors, oh my God, that was like the scariest scene, man. That was scary, man. Because, Sarah seeing more cops and more ambulances going shooting through town and stuff like that. It's just a lot of more emergencies, a lot of incidents just going on. And Sarah started noticing more and more. I know when she went to go get her father's watch fixed. That didn't happen in the game, of course. And that's for his birthday. And she just noticing. And the people that fixing the watch, they getting creeped out, telling her to go home, lock your doors, just go. The woman in the store was like, she had me scared. I was like, God damn, even though I know what's about to happen. But Sarah, she's just bugged out, man. Tommy, I know he had ended up in jail, and Joel went to go get him out of jail. Sarah goes home. She falls asleep. I know she falls asleep. No, she was there. She get the watch. She got the watch. Joel comes home, and just like the scene in the game, he goes there and they kidding and stuff talking, and she presents this watch. Now, in the game, she had bought a new watch, but this one she fixed for his birthday because she know he wouldn't do it, and he was, he felt, you could tell, man. I love that. I already feel the connection between him and Sarah. You know what I'm saying? I felt that, man. That felt legit, man. So they joking, and then some of these lines that they're saying are straight from the game, dog. Straight from the game. And I'm like, yo, man, I am tripping over this. This is how you do it, dog. A straight video game to show or movie adaptation. This is how you do it, man. You keep everything that made that game special and you take it to another level. They doing that, man. But I'm watching this jump play out, and I know what's about to happen, man. I know what's about to happen. But the way it happened, I was like, yo, and that's the thing for us gamers that know the story. It plays similar beats, but not the exact beat. So much so that it's something new. It's something new for us as well. You know what I'm saying? Even though we know the characters in the game and they know the story beat. This is something new. The way it's playing out. For instance, when, I guess what happens? Sarah, I know at some point, the dog that was with the neighbor's house. No, what happened? Sarah actually, I remember that she goes over to the neighbor's house to help the neighbor assist with her mother or something. She's an elderly lady. She in a wheelchair, right? I know that this the creepiest scene in the joint I done seen that episode. That was creepy, man. That joint had me spooked, man. Sarah was and I guess the old lady in the wheelchair was infected. We didn't know, but the dog was barking and shit, and just something was off. But Sarah, she was in there, you know, she just doing the normal routine. Nobody know what was going on. She going in, she going to the bookcase. And while she looking through a book or something, you see the back shot, a vague shot of the elderly lady in the chair, man. And you see her face look like this, man. I say, what the fuck? Whoa, how that happened? I was looking at that, I said, do you see that? Oh my God, it's just creepy, man. He just doing all like this, the way they move. I said, oh my God, this is spooky. But Sarah doesn't see it, right? And when she turned around, the old lady go back to normal sitting right there. I said, oh my God, but the dog's staring right at her. The dog knows something wrong. The dogs always know. Get you a dog, man. I need to get a dog. So when it actually do break out, what actually happens is the dog comes over to Sarah, to Joel's house. Sarah's there. She like, what the hell? What you doing here? What do you know? What's going on? And she go over there to check out the scene. The dog don't want to go back to the house. The dog knows. Then the dog bunked out. He gone. She tried to come back to the house. He bunked out, but the door's cracked open. Sarah goes up in there, and she see the neighbor, the guy, the old guy. He's on the floor. He got a wound on his damn neck, and he see the elder, the woman that was in the wheelchair, biting on the I guess biting on her daughter and eating her or whatever. Then she look up. I said, "Oh my God, this is weird." Cause even though I know what's happening, it's still catching me off guard, man. It's still good. It's creepy as hell just to see it play out. But of course, she started chasing Sarah. Sarah around the house. Joel pulled up in the pickup. Him and Tommy, and they already know stuff is just going left, man. And then instead of Tommy shooting the damn old lady coming after, Joel just picked that goddamn junk up. Tool, whatever, and knocked her upside her head, knocked her out, killed her. And Sarah had to see that, man. She was crying because she knew who that lady, she knew who she was, and that's something, that was traumatic. That was cool. If you didn't know, that was a traumatic experience. She didn't want to see that. She saw it, and you just don't know how to feel it. All I know, it was shocking to her, you could tell. But I'm rooting for Joel and Sarah, man. And Sarah, and man, that connection, that sold me. Oh, it sold it, man. It sold it. So, you know, in the game, and some beats, it's just hitting, man. Joel ain't cool. He ain't cold-hearted this time. He telling one of the neighbors come out and say, he told, get in the house, stay in the house, lock the door. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. And they driving. They just trying to get the hell away. And the thing is, they don't know what's going on or what's causing. Even I don't know how that old lady in the wheelchair got infected. I found out later on. Apparently, she been making visits to the city in the hospital, and I guess that's where she got infected. She got infected because that's what happened. So I was curious at first. I'm like, how the hell that happened? But these people are being affected, man. And it's like, it's creepy, it's crazy because nobody knows what's causing this, what's really going on. So Joel, Tommy, and Sarah are driving. They have no idea what's going on. All they know they need to get away. Just like in the game. All they know they need to get the hell away. And then you see the shot of the damn barn house or whatever that thing on fire, just like in the game. I said, Neil Druckmann, man, yo, cuz, you all right with me, dog? You always been all right with me, man, but you all right. You know what you're doing. You and the people, I guess the director, I forgot his name. I'm gonna look up his name, man. He goddamn, whoever did this joint, man, they was on it. And they was able to reimagine. I ain't gonna say they reimagine, but man, I'm just amazed by how they're able to immerse me in this world. I mean, yo, I'm into it. I'm in the break room like this, yo. I'm like, yo, I told my homie, one of my homies in the job, yo, you gonna have to see this joint. Oh, you gonna have to see this joint right here. That shit. But ultimately they get through the town and chaos is just breaking out all over, man. People are running. These damn infected people, they call them runners. I think they're not walkers, they runners. And they running all over the place, grabbing people, eating people tight, biting people, and you just know you gotta get away. Tommy, Joel, and Sarah at some point they trying to get into town, trying to get out of town. They get in an accident and they wake up, and we know, and for us gamers, we know where this scene is going. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about it, but to see it play out the way it does, and all the extras, like we saw planes coming down, crash, and I said, God damn. I said, HBO went all out with this joint. God damn, that just look real. But that ain't happening in the game. We ain't see no planes crashing or nothing. But yo, it's all right. It's all good. It make it more chaotic. But you gotta imagine that's what's going on, man. And Joel's at a point where they get separated from Tommy, and they're at the point where Joel's got Sarah in his hand. He's running through the streets just trying to get away, man. And we know how that ends, man. That's why I was tripping. I said, oh man, I see where this is going. Let's see where it's going, man. I'm just along for the ride, man. Ultimately, he's getting chased by one of them damn runners. one of the soldiers or one of the military people, whatever, soldiers, whatever, he shoots the damn the runner that was going after them. And Joel and Sarah standing there, he got in the arms, and we know how the scene plays out, man. He's giving the soldiers giving the order to kill them. You know what I'm saying? And Joel and them, they came. Joel in shock, like, I can't believe it. It's like, yo, we're not affected. Just like in the game. And they end up rolling and stuff. He's shooting, man. We don't see Sarah get shot and nobody gets shot, really, until it's over. And they rolling down the hill. And before the damn soldier could shoot Joel, Tommy hit him in the head with their rifle, man. He shoot him. Yeah, they going there, dog. They playing that joint. These beats need to play out. But then Joel, man, he's looking, he's hurt on the side, and then Tommy look over there where goddamn Sarah at, man. We see Sarah was shot, man. And this scene, man, it's like, yo, this is Last of Us right here. That's what that is, man. I got choked up watching this joint, man. I got choked up. Just like in the game. When I first played the game and this scene played out, yo, I was in tears, man. I felt every bit of that joint, man. That was crazy. That was a long time ago, man. But even watching it now, it was like, yo, it still got me choked, especially here, to see all the beats play out. But they're able to deliver a little bit more, I think, because it's live action. And the girl that plays Sarah, oh, man, she played that role to the T. They said when they was doing that part, when they was about to, I guess they did not, when they do these takes, in order to do that, they have to go to a place to do it. So they was saving all that for this scene. You know what I'm saying? For this take. So we're seeing this joint all the day, because they you know, they played this joint, man. They was saving that, man. They played this role. Had me like, man, and then I see Tommy's face. And I see Joel, and Joel is just like any parent would be, man. I said, that was crazy, man. But he loved that girl, man, just to see her gone, man. And we done got to know her that much more because we got more time with her. I'm a homie, he texted me, he's like, man, they should have played this out a little longer. Sarah should have just, no, they did it just right, man. They did it just right. We got more time with Sarah in the game, so it's not like that. But man, I think that's when the intro kicked in, and that's when we hear that goddamn too. I said, I can't believe I'm watching this, man. I can't believe I'm watching Last of Us. Look at this on HBO, cuz. That's what I'm watching. Oh, snap, this show right, man. I'm in it. I'm sold. Just right there, I was sold. And then we go up 20 years later. This is when we get to an old Joel. And he's a bit of a, damn, what they call him, man, smuggler. That's what he does. He does work. And he just, the circumstances when he come back 20 years are definitely the circumstances 20 years later are definitely somewhat different than it was in the game. I guess the way the events play out, not everything needs to play out exactly, as long as we hit them beats, man. But in that, and when they fast forward 20 years later, I ain't got to go through every detail. We do see Tess, who's played by Anna Torrey. And she could be a Tess. I ain't gonna say she can't. And she is beat up. She runs into that dude, Robert. Remember they killed Robert, the dude they killed in the game? They don't kill him in the game. He just died because the damn fireflies killed him. And for people that don't know the game, 20 years later, man, this damn fungus has taken over. You know what I'm saying? And it was some resistance to this thing. You see evidence of it all over the world, all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You see towns that have been bombed. You know what I'm saying? To try to, you know what I'm saying, eradicate the junk that way. You just see a lot has happened in 20 years with living with this fungus, man. And the human race is really on the brink of extinction, for real. A lot of people went through it. A lot of people died, man. Yeah, but and it's just right now you got a faction called the Fireflies, and they're resistance movement. They don't like the because you know, a lot of when the military get involved and try to control the cities and all this other stuff, it's going to be some resistance. People who want to be free, people who want to who are resistant to that. You know what I'm saying? That type of control. Because if you're infected, they're gonna kill you on sight. You know, and they just don't agree with that. And it's just a faction of group of resistors, revolutionaries or whatever, have formed out there called the Fireflies. And it's hard. I ain't gonna say they're the good guys or the bad guys. They are what they are. All these people are who I can't say the military are bad for doing what they're doing. They are who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and that's in this world at that point, it's hard to tell. It's no good or bad guys. It really ain't. It's just survivors and what they're willing to do to survive. You know what I'm saying? in one shot, we see them. They actually just throwing bodies in the fire, man. They have been infected. It's this kid, and it's a shot. And of course, this ain't happened in the game. It's a kid that come walking out of nowhere, man. He just looked traumatized, man. And the soldiers take him in, and they question him. They got him tied up just in case he is infected. And it turns out they got this device where they can tell whether you're infected or not, man. And the woman soldiers talking to the boy, making him feel okay. Say, look, you're gonna be all right. Look, we just need to see what's going on with you, and we're gonna get you straight. We're gonna get you some toys. We're gonna get you some food and all this stuff. And the kid's smiling, and I already see what's going on. But it's going. When they take that reading and see he's infected, say, okay, we're gonna give you some medicine, gonna make you feel better. Then we're gonna come get you, we'll get some toys and all this other stuff, man. I said, damn, he's smiling too, man. They killed him with this with the injection. They put him to sleep. And later on, you see Joel throw him in the fire. He ain't got no emotion when he doing it, because I guess he done been through it in 20 damn years. But Joel has become a bit of a goddamn hard ass, man. What's happening now, I'm gonna put it this way. What happened now, Joel is trying to get a car battery. He's trying to put a car together so he can go find Tommy. I don't know, I guess Tommy's in trouble or something. But that's new to the story. And Tess is helping him. Tess and Joel's relationship is really established in the show, because they do have some romantic feelings, obviously, because I saw her climb the bed and just hug him behind her. So we knew sort of that in the game. We kind of figured that, but they really never really showed it like that. Affection like that for one another. Not like that. But we see it here. And we do, oh man, we do meet the new character to y'all, Ellie. Oh man, played by, what's her name? Bella Ramsey. That's her name. So we meet the new Ellie. You know what I'm saying? And this the part I was talking about, man. I don't know. It's not a negative. It's not what it is. It's just an observation. With her, we know what the Ellie look like in the game. So, and she don't look anything like this character in the show. And that's cool. You ain't gotta look like her, but just capture what made Ellie. And it's like, I want to say she is, but I need some more time with her. Let's put it that way. I need some more time with her, because she got the quirkiness of Ellie. She got the smart mouth as Ellie. She got the attitude of Ellie. And it's like, she should sell me. But you got to think, but for y'all gamers, man, yo, I would advise that you take it back to when you first played that game. When we first met Ellie, we didn't know nothing about her. We just know she was a little girl, you know what I'm saying? We grown to love her because of what she's been through and what we've seen. We grew her as we played the game. So in the beginning, we got to look at it like that. In the beginning, we really wasn't attached to Ellie like that. It didn't happen like that. At least for me, I know it didn't. When she went through certain incidents with Joel, and even in this show, she doing a lot of that, man. You can't help but to love her, man. Because he agreed, basically Joel agrees to smuggle her out the city. The Fireflies catches up with them through one way or another, man. And of course they need a battery, but the Fireflies are wounded. They've been attacked, and they need transport. They need to get Ellie. They know Ellie. Ellie is, and for a lot of people that don't know, let me get it out there. She was bitten. She was bitten by one infected one, but she's immune. That's the whole thing about Ellie. For y'all that don't know, she's immune to the virus. She's the only one to be that way. So the Fireflies know that is their chance to save humanity, because otherwise they will be fighting until they pretty much gone. They already know. But with a cure, they don't have to be in this type of situation. They can change the whole goddamn world. And Ellie is that one. She's been bit, but she's immune because it affects your brain. But somehow she was immune to it. I hope they explain how that may have happened in this show. But ultimately, the Fireflies, I ain't gonna play it all. I ain't gonna tell her everything. I ain't gonna play it all out. But basically, the Fireflies needed Joel and Tess to take Ellie to a certain point where scientists, where some more Fireflies can take her back to the base, and they can, I guess, extract a cure or make a cure out from her brain or some shit. But we know how the game played out. But something tell me we in for a whole lot more. But and that's what happened. And Joel and Tess agreed to do that. So in that, we see the conversation between Ellie and Joel in this show. Is you can almost tell, just like in the game, he does not want to do this because he don't want to risk feeling anything for this girl and then losing her like he did before. If he experienced that again, it would kill him. We already know. He don't feel a lot. Joel is a hard ass. Even Robert, the guy that had the battery that died, He said he feared Joe. Joe was a crazy mug in this damn game, and we see him in action too. Basically, you could tell between Ellie and Joel, you could tell just by the conversation that, you know, he sees something in her. You could tell, and he's very resistant to feeling anything. You could tell it right off the bat. Yeah. So we also meet in this world. We meet Marlene. She is like the queen of the Fireflies, played by what's her name? Merle Dandridge. Matter of fact, she is the actress that actually voiced Marlene in the game. You know what I'm saying? Basically, but she has more. It's something she has, and you see in the show, even in the game, it was hinted that she knew Ellie before she got bit. You know what I'm saying? Because Ellie grew up in a military boarding school, and that's why she befriended this young girl named Riley, her best friend. And through one kind or another, Ellie got infected, but she just never turned. So I guess they're gonna explore that. I think we're gonna do some flashbacks. We're gonna have to do some flashbacks in this show, and I can't wait to do those, man. Oh man, because these characters we love. I don't mind doing no flashbacks in this sense. Usually I'm not crazy about flashbacks because it's like, man, just get back to the goddamn story. But in this sense, no. I need to know what happened, flesh out some details, man. I want to know. Even though I know about the game standards, I want to know about the show standards. Tess, Joel, and Ellie, they was out in the rain, and they had caught off guard by one of these soldiers, man. Joel knew this soldier, though, but the soldier was like, I told you not to come out here at night. So he being an asshole. He got him, get on your knees, and all this stuff, man. That was crazy. We know what's going to happen. And he's testing them for the virus. And by the time, when he tests goddamn Ellie take that knife and stab him in the leg, because Ellie knows she's infected, but she's just not changing. And Joel, at some point, he hops in front of the soldier, got the gun on him, and Joel stand like this, oh, you know, it's cargo. But Joel has that PTSD. That's what that is, man. And he remember, and it's like he's seeing, he don't even think Ellie's there. He think it is Sarah. He going flashing back to that, and what that soldier did back then 20 years ago. So he jump on his ass, man, and he just punched the hell out of him, punch him to death. He dead, man. He dead. But and he takes his gun, just like in the game. We take the gun, change some ammo, let's do it. But for you people that are not familiar with the game, I just have to wonder, because I'm trying to be objective, but I can't. It's hard. Because I love the game so much, and it's hitting beats for me. Because I love the game. But for somebody that doesn't know nothing about the game, I would love to know, is this appealing to you like it is for us? Does it really, what it does for you? I need to find out, man. I got to ask some people at work or call my home that don't know nothing about it. But I don't know too many people that don't know the last of the story. Crazy as it is, wait a minute. I do know some. I'm curious to know. So for you people that's watching this, man, have you seen it? Have you not played? Have you played it? Please tell me. If you hadn't played the game and you watched the show, let me know. You know what I'm saying? What did it do for you? How did you feel? Because I'm so interested to know. I've been playing this game for years, Jack. I love this goddamn game. My favorite game of all time. You know, it's crazy. So it's hard for me to be objective right now, real objective, and just like. But I gave it a 9.8 because some of the performances are just questionable. I don't know. They're not bad. They're not bad at all. It's just. I need some more time with it. But overall, 9.8 is cool. I'm rocking with that. I would give it a perfect 10. But, that show, man, I don't know, man. That show crazy. I know I checked out Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't look at reviews and stuff before I watch shows and stuff like, or movies. But I did see that number. That don't say 97%. I said, wait. Woo! I said, oh, man. It make it curious. It does make it curious. Not that I go solely off that, but it made me curious. I said, man, I can't wait to see this joint. I was waiting all goddamn day to see that joint at work. I was at 9 o'clock. I don't give a damn what I'm doing. I will walk off the line and go down there and see the goddamn show, man. I watched it at 9 o'clock. Period. Gamers, what's up? Yo, was it good for you? Like it was for me? Yo, I'm into this joint, man. I'm looking forward to this every goddamn week, huh? HBO got a bang on. I just hope that it catches on like a lot of their other popular shows. But man, when you talking about Walking Dead or zombies or anything of that nature, people dig them joints, man. Post-apocalyptic, people dig them joints, man. And good Lord, if they make it to a season 2, which I think they will, whoo, it's about to get hot. It's really about to get hot, because as gamers, we know where this game is going basically, we understand where it's going, but oh man, just to get there, it's the ride, man. It's the ride. It's not the destination. It's the ride to get there. We're gonna see what's up, man. But yeah, man, that's my review of Last of Us on HBO episode 1. I am a fan, so it's, you know, I was gonna love it anyway, man. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. But yeah, man. But y'all tell me what's up, man. And we're gonna do this again. God, I can't wait to see that second episode. See them damn clickers, man. Oh God, it's about to get hot. But yeah, man, y'all make a comment. Let me know what y'all think about that junk, man. And like, comment, subscribe to me. You know the deal. This your boy Killer Watts 804. I'll be back at you with The Last of Us for sure. Yeah. Peace out.